Greetings everyone, welcome back to another video. Wow, totally exited out of there. Let me pause so we don't get any idle voice lines, we don't want that. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Cynthia, but if this is your first video of mine, this is going to be part 3 of a video series of me playing through the 2.4 Honkai Star Rail quest, so if you've missed parts 1 and 2, I'll probably have the links down below. I might have a time card up for part 2 as well, because I had a time card up for part 1 in part 2's video, so, you know, gotta go along with it, be consistent. But if you just need a small refresher for what happened in part 2, our little group, which involves, you know, Trailblazer, Don Hung, March 7th, and Yanqing, went to settle a dispute between the IPC and Skyfaring Commission. We ran into Scott, who is a character who was present in the Arm Alley questline when we did that way back when, so love that guy. Never caused problems for us, ever. But while we were in the middle of that, we met Lingsha, who's going to be a character in 2.5 that we can pull for. She helped us solve that dispute, while also revealing that for some reason the IPC, or not the IPC, the Intelligentsia Guild, I think, is who was in charge of the cargo. For some reason, they were sending over this, like, live monster thing over, like, delivering it to somewhere. The ship was just stopped in the Xianqiu, but it's like, what is this Borison-looking mechanism alive thing doing in the ship? Fought that. That was fine. Then Lingsha thought she could find a way to settle the dispute between Yanqing and Yunli by having them see how many monsters they could fight in, I don't remember where, somewhere in the Xianqiu. And they did that. The Yunli won. I was playing as Yanqing. I don't know if I was supposed to lose or if I'm just so bad at Yanqing that I didn't know what I was doing. Either is possible. But Yunli won, and then after that they had a little bit of a duel, one-on-one, and Fei Xiao stepped in to stop them. Fei Xiao is the general of the Xianqiu Yaoqing, so got to meet her. She seems pretty cool. And then after that we got to see a conversation she had with Moza and Jiaoqiu, and we learned that Fei Xiao is suffering from some sort of condition, illness. We don't know what it is, and it seems no one knows how to cure her, because even Bailu, she said even Bailu didn't have a suggestion other than eat good food. So it seems like whatever is wrong, we don't know what it is, but it could be very serious or just untreatable, not sure what. So yeah, and then we talked to Jing Yuan and Huayan, and Huayan suggested that for Yunli and Yanqing to settle their dispute, they should train March 7th to wield the sword. So that's kind of where we left off. So today I think we'll be going into March 7th's training arc. So I'm teleported pretty much right outside where I need to be, so now that I've pretty much introduced you all to what we're doing, we'll be on my way. And just a quick reminder that if you hear Moza talking and his voice is cut out, that is me doing that because I am cutting out all voice lines for Moza due to who is voicing him in 2.4. Thumbs up. If I had a camera, I would be giving a thumbs up right now. With all that said, it's time to train!
There you are!
Here I am. Oh. What do we want to say? Also, if you hear me sipping on something, I have my coffee, which I think is kind of going to be a usual thing on this channel. What kind of master waits on their apprentice's doorstep?
Well, it was a promise to General Huayan, after all. I woke up especially early, so I can start teaching Miss March swordplay.
Hey, why are you blushing, Master Yanqing?
This is, the first time someone has called me master. I need to, get used to it.
It's a little embarrassing.
Let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind, and strength. It's not a casual game you can master overnight. I promised General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent. I'll do my best, but if you break your master's rules...
What will you do?
Is it too late for regrets? I'm already regretting my impulsive decision.
Honestly, I'm not sure what I'll do either. Because I've never been a teacher before. So, Miss March, please behave and don't skip classes. Or complain.
You need to
There we
toughen
go.
up and train her properly, Master Yenching. Don't go easy on her.
I suddenly speak for some reason.
You're so heartless.
Not heartless, I'm just telling it as it is.
By the way, where's Yun Li?
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum for our first lesson together.
March 7th waits tuned on hung embarking on the first lesson of her journey, something like that. Ooh, switching to March 7th POV. This is probably where in the story we'll be unlocking her new form. Her hunt form.
Seriously? It's the first day and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Luofu so laid back? So disappointing.
Master Yun Li, you're already here. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky.
Maybe he
I'm
was.
just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning. As the host,
Alright.
I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Luofu swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the war dance ring. You won't be complaining about Luofu swordplay then.
War Dance. I was definitely about to call it the War Song Festival and then realized I think that's from AFK Journey, not this game. Oops.
Stand aside, rookie. Let me show you how we Ming sword masters treat their apprentices.
Alright.
Quickly,
I'm kind of
over
afraid
here,
of her
Miss
though.
March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from me to you. I hope you put it to good use.
What's this? Xianzhou clothing? It's so beautiful.
Sword practice requires precise
Her new
movements.
outfit. Her new
This outfit
outfit
is tailored
for
to
her
fit perfectly
sword training.
and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories. I put a lot of thought into it.
Well, that was nice of
You're
her.
awesome, Master Yun Li.
See? See? How can you compete with me? I'll teach March 7th the essence of Ming swordplay so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
Boy, like this was supposed to help resolve their differences while also keeping us here on the Luofu, but also they are not cooperating.
Actually, I've prepared something too.
Huh? You have a gift for me too, Master Yenching?
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way to prepare a pair of swords overnight.
Aw, look at those.
Unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask the craftsman to customize the swords for you. But I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
They're both trying to earn her
Thank you,
favor.
Master Yenching.
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yun Li?
These two kids.
The real competition is just getting started.
I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird?
When you're masters. When the people who are supposed to be training you just start fighting each other for no reason. That's great. We love that. Moments later. Here she is.
So
March
what do you
7th.
think, masters?
The hunt.
Does this outfit suit me?
Perfect. I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me. All right, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in. For your first lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves with him.
Wait. We're having
Before-
actual combat training for the first lesson? Isn't that a bit too intense?
She hasn't even learned any moves yet, has she?
Well, I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are.
Oh,
Come on.
okay.
Step forward
that how
and
it
strike
is?
with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're ready, let's begin.
Okay.
Would be a little bit nerve-wracking. An autumnal shine of blade. Oh gosh. Well, let's claim that achievement real quick so we can get some stellar jades. Need to keep on saving for Jiaoqiu. All right. Cloud Knight instructor.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. But please go easy on me.
Then
Well,
I
if it's cute, I
apologize
like
in
it,
advance,
though.
Miss March.
Okay. No rush, Miss March. You're still inexperienced with the sword. Why don't we use your skill first and learn a few moves from me? Understood. Now I'll ask Master Yenqing to teach me some moves.
Please have some tea.
Close attention, Miss March.
Shifu's
Law
attack.
swordplay
Oh.
is all about being swift and agile in your movements.
I won't interrupt Yenqing, sorry. Shifu's attacks can accumulate charge for March 7th and make her realize powerful abilities.
Strike with heart. Right on time.
She's countering, she's countering.
Ignore him. Strength is everything. Shattering slash. Yes, you like this?
Well done.
I like how she's just like, alright.
Time for swordplay. Blade in flight.
Gonna show me what you're made of? Pulverizing sword strike! I could take 10 of you! Better not underestimate me!
I like how they just keep attacking
Yes, you!
Yinli. Like, oh yeah, it's like the girl who can counter.
Oh, I get it now! Skills polished with a true heart and focused mind. I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Oh, what?
So, how many of my moves can you block? Practice
Let's
is
get it.
over. Swords descend. Strike with heart.
Should I use her ultimate? Let's see what it
Time to
does.
show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, eating less carbs. Watch this!
Did she say eating less carbs? I love that for her.
What are you mumbling about? Isn't this sword technique? Shouldn't I be saying something cool? Shattering slash.
Like, no, maybe not.
I could take 10 of you.
Yes, you. How many can you block? Blade in flight.
It's her
That's
turn.
how a true master does it.
Alright.
All right, check out this move.
Check out this awesome move, if y'all know her ult. I think I'll use
I'll
Yinli's
melt
ultimate
it
here.
all down.
Okay, so he wouldn't need that, would he?
You'll make for good practice.
So he's the master always, no matter what.
Run, mountains, fall!
Get it, I guess.
Right on time. Yes, you!
Time for some sword play. Strike with heart.
And then we'll get his burst as well.
Practice is
Or
over.
ultimate, sorry.
Swords
It's confusing when they
descend.
call it something else between each game. Like in Wuthering Waves, I'm supposed to say Resonance Liberation. Like, ain't no way. I'm just gonna call it the ultimate move. I don't know.
I didn't expect the first lesson to be so intense.
Miss March has quick hands and a flexible body. She's a perfect fit for practicing Lawfu swordplay.
Oh, but I know Yinli's gonna be like, I think she's actually better for Zhuming swordplay.
However, she lacks strength, and her strikes were a bit unfocused. But don't worry,
Yep.
that's totally normal for beginners. Once she starts practicing Juming swordplay, she'll make heaps of progress.
Given the situation, I believe Miss March should start by working on her footwork.
Okay.
Seriously, do you actually know anything about swordplay, or what?
I could ask you the same thing. Dual swords require agility. So what's more important than footwork?
Instead of focusing on her strengths, we should address her
These
weaknesses.
kids.
The drawback of wielding two swords is not generating enough force. What good is being quick on your feet if you don't have strength? It's not like we're dancing here.
I don't know. We could dance and fight, you know? I do think it's funny that a lot of this quest is just, the kids are fighting, the kids are fighting.
Skilled sword masters know how to play to their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Start with what you're good at, then tackle your weaknesses. That's the right way to learn.
Is it? I don't know anything about swordplay.
You're quite the theorist, huh?
Theorist? You claim to be able to talk to swords. So what does that make you? A lunatic?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey, it's only my first lesson, and you're already arguing. Come on, calm down, masters. I'll have to improve both my footwork and strength anyway, so it doesn't matter which one comes first.
But it does matter. Just listen to me, March 7th.
Oh my gosh.
Aww.
She's like, that didn't help at all. Gosh. Thus, the journey of March 7th sword training begins. Oh, I put begins in the wrong spot. Well, it's begun. Tread on a brand new path. That's fun. New path of the hunt unlocked. Cool. I don't use her either way, so I probably won't use her either way, which, you know, is kind of sad, but... Alright, seek to learn swordplay. Let's keep going. Time marches on, and days turn to more. Marches?
Dear Himeko,
March?
Mr. Yang, and Pom Pom, we're all good here on the Xianzhou Lafu, so no need to worry. By the way, how's your trip going?
Look at Yinli's eyes.
As for me, I've somehow become the apprentice to 2 Cloud Knight sword masters, and I've been honing my sword skills with their guidance.
This kind of sounds like the intro to like an anime, you know, where it's like, I've somehow become the apprentice to 2 sword masters.
One of them is Yenqing, the boy we've all met before. The other is Yun Li, the granddaughter of General Hua Yan from the Xianzhou Juming.
Yeah.
Both masters are super
So-
strict, giving me a real taste of how hard sword training can be. I tried to drag her into this, but she refused. Then
Yeah,
I tried
of
to
course I
rope
did.
Don Hung in, but Master Yenqing wouldn't have it.
Well, you know. It is what it is. Sorry, if you heard something weird, I
Still,
was moving my
I
mic a
didn't
little
let
bit.
the difficulty get to me. In just a few weeks, my sword skills have improved a lot. Both my masters think I have unique talents in swordplay, and are literally fighting each other to teach me their skills.
That they are literally fighting each other. It is
Thanks to
insane.
their guidance, I've actually made some progress. When I get back to the Express, I'll definitely show off my skills and impress you all. Looking forward to your reply. Yours, March 7th.
Days and nights fly by into the delve as the war dance fast approaches. Under the strict supervision of her 2 masters, March 7th trains tirelessly. Need to clear my throat. Almost developing tennis elbow. Oh. On that day, after the sword training,
Well done. Let's call it a day.
Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
just watch. I'll win a fight when the time comes.
Just you wait and
Oh,
see.
she'll
I'll
say it
show
anyway.
off my skills in the ring and win a match. I'll make both of you proud.
Can you believe it? March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time. Now I understand why Grandpa always had a grin on his face while training me.
She's enjoying it.
Are you sure he wasn't laughing at you?
Oh my gosh. These two need to cut it out.
Shut up.
It's all thanks to your amazing
Oh,
guidance,
she has like
masters.
different. She's like painted nails too.
Miss
That's
March,
fun.
you're really getting the hang of wielding dual swords. If you're keen on advancing, trying out different Xianzhou blades could improve your touch.
Oh, let me see. Which sword is the most powerful? Single sword? Great sword? Or maybe a flying sword?
Yinli's like, definitely not flying swords. This kid doesn't know.
There's no such thing as the most powerful sword. It's all about the skill of the sword master. Yenqing wields several flying swords, while I only wield one. But remember how I kicked his butt at the Alchemy Commission?
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember because I was there.
First, you didn't kick my butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third, how about we settle this right now and see who kicks whose butt?
Oh, there's a lot of butt kicking in that.
Yeah, I'm up for that. And if I kick your butt, you'll drop out of the war dance. Deal?
What are they doing? Kids, stop it.
Why are you two arguing again? I thought things had been improving between you lately.
There was talk that the leading disciples of the lawful
Hi.
and Juming generals were supposed to face off in the war dance, but for some reason, they suddenly teamed up to train an apprentice of their own. Turns out the rumors are true.
Hello, Foxman. Hello. Hello. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I just, can't help myself.
Tomorrow is the big day of the war dance. Shouldn't you two be focusing on honing your skills instead of teaching swordplay here?
Why is he talking like that?
You're... Oh, that's right. You're the pink-haired fox from the Yaoqing.
I mean, you would have to go, oh yeah, you're right. That's right, you're the pink-haired guy if he has pink hair. He has pink hair. That's not a, oh, that's right. I mean, I think if... Chuckle, pink-haired fox, okay. But like, if you were like, oh, that's right, you're from the Yaoqing, that makes sense. But saying, oh yeah, that's right, you're the pink-haired fox. Anyone can see that. That's not a like, oh, that's right. Okay, well, okay. Haha, pink-haired fox.
What are you laughing at? You've got pink hair too.
Or low-key want to screenshot that just for fun. Alright, got pink
I'm
hair too.
Jiaoqiu, the healer working for the general of the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
Yep.
Ah, got it. So, you're the participant attending the war dance on behalf of the Yaoqing. And you were trying to sneak a peek at our training?
Sorry
Cheater.
for the misunderstanding.
Cheater.
I don't know anything about martial arts. I'm just here on the general's orders to take care of some official business.
Oh, I see.
I didn't mean to interrupt your training. I'll be on my way.
If you know nothing about martial arts, why were you smirking earlier?
He just smirks, Yunli. I think he just smirks.
Well, my curiosity got the better of me, I suppose. When I heard Miss March's pondering about what to learn, I couldn't help but wander over. From my professional experience, cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and carving knives are all just tools. Kind of like frying, sautéing, boiling, and deep frying in cooking. They're just ways for people to show off their skills. How you use them really depends on the ingredients you're working with.
Of course, you would make it a cooking metaphor.
It's like your sword teaching methods. If you align your ingredient, in other words, your apprentice's natural tendencies, with the right cooking method, by which I mean the teaching method that best suits her, she'll make double the progress in half the time.
So now I have 3 teachers.
example.
I don't know.
Golden eggplant
I don't-
tastes best when fried. Cloud peppers when stir-fried, and yellow boulder beef when simmered. It's all about discovering the nature of the ingredients. I mean, apprentice.
Bro's gonna make me hungry. What are these options? I think I'm getting hungry. I'm just gonna select a random one. I guess the first one.
All this talk about food is making me hungry.
Are you a healer? Why are you talking about food?
Well, it's just a metaphor. The medicinal school I follow on the Xianzhou Yaoqing is called the Rancha School.
Rancha.
It specializes in food therapy. So it's only natural that I know a thing or two about cooking.
It's because he's, pardon my language, a male wife. He can cook. He can clean. I actually don't know if he can clean, but he can cook. And, you know, he's definitely the type, he's definitely the type to be like, you idiot, while giving you your medicine, you know, affectionately calling you an idiot. Anyway, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna shut up and just keep playing.
So, you're the general's cook?
I'm a healer.
I'm a
But
healer.
anyway,
Actually.
A cook who isn't interested in health doesn't make for a good advisor. Fine. Call me a cook if you want. Seeing the way you're looking at me, it's obvious you think I'm just some feeble academic who likes to blabber on about martial arts.
Yeah, thus the actually.
But, in reality, I know a thing or two about killing. After all, the art of healing inherently encompasses both life and death.
It seems like it's got fun. I'm just wondering, what does life and death have to do with talking about our training? Why suddenly getting all serious with kids?
Why is this guy suddenly getting all serious with kids?
Do you recognize this bottle of medicine in my hand?
No.
No?
I'm glad we all said no. No, we all said in unison.
This is called tumble dust, an extract from an exotic flower named Yabra.
I don't believe you. There's no way there's a flower called Yabra.
Ugh. Is it poison?
Well, it depends on how it's used. With just one drop, it's able to
don't
numb a
believe
patient's
you.
body during surgery, making them painless throughout the entire process. However, increase the dose or the potency, and it'll slow the metabolism, making the blood thin and resulting in the loss of all senses. Even long-life species cannot escape its effects.
But why are we
This
talking
thing
about
can
this?
save lives or take them. It's more powerful than the swords in your hands.
That may be so, but still, I prefer settling things with a sword than, you know.
Looks like I did get you all wrong. You're not a feeble scholar, but a sinister and despicable one.
Hey, why the insults all of a sudden? I'm just sharing some medical knowledge here, not persuading you to poison anyone.
He's sharing his medical knowledge unsolicited. Like, no one. Who asked? That is the question. Who asked?
Seems like you get real excited when talking about poison. I can't tell if that's an honorable thing or sinister.
Picture this. Two individuals. The one standing is full of malice. The other lying down is honorable and righteous.
Mm-hmm.
How can the one who's lying down label the one standing as sinister? In the throes of combat,
Oh, he
where
opened his
life and
eyes.
death hinge on a singular moment, every idea fades into nothingness. The only thing that matters is staying alive.
Again, who? I'm sorry, bruh. I'm sorry that this is probably a serious topic for you, but again, who asked?
Surviving the battlefield reshapes all notions of worth, be it integrity or treachery. In my eyes, their significance is negligible.
Okay.
Perhaps you've underestimated Yunli and me, Mr. Jiaoqiu. We may be young, but we've seen our fair share of war.
Well, then you should know that the war dance is nothing more than a contest. So why are you so focused on it?
When I was appointed as the ringmaster for the war dance, I asked the general, we Cloud Knights are supposed to charge into the fray and slay enemies. Why do we have to swing swords in a ring just to please an audience? And this is how the general replied. To unsheath your sword in a ring is no different than on the battlefield, as your sword reveals the might of all Cloud Knights. The war dance is the perfect chance to showcase martial virtue and forge alliances from all over the cosmos. When we unsheath the sword without drawing blood, we not only display our might, but also the martial virtue of the Cloud Knights.
That's quite an insightful statement, Yanqing. Well, my apologies for being so short-sighted.
Because you have your eyes closed, bruh.
I've been on the Luofu
Yeah,
for
bruh.
quite some time, but I haven't had the chance to see the ceremony venue for myself yet. Hearing you speak so highly of it has piqued my curiosity. Would you mind showing me around?
Was this his plan all along? Like, bro's
Want to see
crafty.
the Sky Splitter ship where the war dance will be held? Let's go! I bet Yun Li and Miss March haven't seen it either, right? Well then, I'll give you all a tour.
Alright, I'll go see it. Oh, did it just like teleport us there? Oh, we're just chilling. We're just chilling. Alright, I guess I should need to talk to Yanqing first.
Let's go. I'll give you a tour of the Sky Splitter.
Head to Stargazer. I'm not speaking ever again. Stargazer. No. Yeah, whatever it's called. Foxians.
Looks like a lot of other visitors have also come to catch a glimpse of the Sky Splitter.
Foxians. Is he sniffing? Great.
What's up, Mr. Jiaoqiu?
No, it's nothing.
Nah. Nah, bruh. And yeah, bruh. I'm so caught up on that. He was being so serious, and I was like, surely. What is it? Tumble dust? With an exclamation mark, no less. And yeah, bruh aren't real things. Ain't no way. But, maybe so, maybe so.
Do you see that airship in the distance? That's the Sky Splitter, the venue for the war dance ceremony.
It doesn't look all that impressive from this distance.
Well, that's because we're not on it, Jiaoqiu.
The Sky Splitter is actually
Aw,
a
look at that.
decommissioned Luofu military vessel. People aren't allowed on board until the war dance officially commences. Tomorrow, when the bell rings and the ceremonial cannons
Jiaoqiu's
roar, I'll be there
clothing in the-
representing the Cloud Knights
In the
of
front, but
Xianzhou
just off to the
Luofu,
side.
standing in the ring, ready to take on challengers from all over the cosmos. Since I was a kid, I've been training in swordplay
Finley
and the
looks
art
so
of
excited.
war under the general. Every day, I'd swing my sword 10,000 times, and then thrust it 10,000 times, repeating the process over and over. I understand that I'm not like other kids. I never envied the toys and freedom they all had. I never found sword practice boring or hard, even in the thick of battle. Facing down savage abominations, I never felt scared.
Bro really said, I'm not like other boys. I'm not afraid of the abominations.
Each day,
Which, you know,
I
that
could
is
feel
impressive.
myself getting stronger and stronger.
I will say.
And I racked up countless victories. It's the best feeling in the world. But then, I faced a really tough opponent. And just one slash shattered my confidence into 1,000 pieces. That's when I felt true fear for the first time. Maybe that's what Mr. Jiaoqiu meant by life and death hinge on a singular moment. Every idea fades into nothingness. After that, I had to pick up the pieces and try to put myself back together. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't seem to find my old happy self again. I often ask myself, why do I wield my sword? If defeat is inevitable, why do I continue to fight?
It's good questions
Is it
to
to
ask
reclaim
yourself.
the joy of victory? To meet the general's expectations? Or to secure my honor among the Cloud Knights? While the general could teach me the art of swordplay, he couldn't teach me why I should keep on going. He said the reason must come from within myself. I've been struggling to find that reason, but after talking with you, Mr. Jiaoqiu, I think I already have that reason in mind.
So that was the purpose of Jiaoqiu being there, to give him a reason for this again.
As a member of the Cloud Knights and the General's apprentice, I've had a weight on my shoulders. And I know there's still more to shoulder. But when I wield my sword, it feels like I'm letting go of everything. I love the feeling of giving it my all, facing any obstacle in front of me, pressing forward. That's why I wield my sword.
Fun.
Oh, Yanqing. So young, yet so grown up.
Are we gonna learn? Are we gonna
By
learn?
the way, how old are you exactly?
Because here's the thing, guys. Very few characters in Hoyoverse games, I think, have canonical ages. I think, so far, Payla's the only one we know and she's 16. But I think everyone else, we're not entirely sure, because they just don't say, which is fine, but...
Age doesn't really matter.
Okay,
All sword masters will understand how I feel.
true, but could you just tell us so we know? Like, he's like 12, right? I don't know.
I get it. Looks like all the kids on the Luofu live tough lives. So, how about you, Miss Yunli?
It's not polite to ask a girl her age, no matter which Xianzhou ship you're on.
She's like, no, well, okay, fine.
I'm not asking your age. I'm asking if you have a dream like Yanqing has.
You don't talk like a cook. You sound more like a TV host or something.
Bro just yaps. Like, I don't know what why is he even talking to us? Like, what? Who cares?
Need I repeat myself again? I'm a healer.
He's gonna hate us by the end of this conversation.
Well, I don't have a dream like Yanqing does. The only reason I'm participating in the Ringmaster's Challenge is because I made a promise to my grandfather that I'd win the precious sword he's contributed to the war dance.
Sounds like that mind of yours is just filled with swords.
And why so quiet? What's on your mind? And it's just swords in Yunli's head. I mean, low-key Yanqing's the same way, so can't really judge her, can you?
I bet you've got nothing better on your mind.
Exactly.
My father was a craftsman on the Xianzhou Juming. Because of his foolishness, many innocent people fell victim to the cursed swords he forged.
He forged cursed
Since
swords.
I was a kid, it's been clear to me that not everyone deserves to have a weapon in their hands.
That is very true.
Giving them a sword is no different than being cruel to the innocent.
It's kind of like how not all people deserve to be famous, even if they want to be.
So,
Because they'll
whenever
use
I
it
come
for
across
bad.
someone unworthy of a sword, I can't help but want to take it away from them. Given that Yanqing is the war dance ringmaster, I'm stepping up to challenge him. To ensure the precious sword doesn't fall into the hands of an unworthy master.
Hey, what do you mean by an unworthy master?
I see. It's not easy for kids on the Juming either.
So you try to learn about kids on each of the ships or something? Like, Jiaoqiu, what is your aim?
Well, it's better to have a reason for wielding a sword than to be lost and confused.
Alright, if you say so.
I've saved countless Cloud Knights in my life, and there are plenty of exceptional warriors, just like the two of you.
What happened, Mr. Jiaoqiu?
Oh, nothing. I was just reminded of some old friends and old tales.
Really?
Judging from my
Really?
professional perspective as a healer, both of you possess remarkable vitality. Your energies flow like raging fires and mighty gales.
Really?
The upcoming fight will definitely be impressive.
I'm sure. It would
Well,
be.
we've seen the Sky Splitter and toured the Stargazer Navalia. I guess it's time to say goodbye for now.
What? You're leaving already? But you haven't asked me about my dreams.
She's like,
I've been
I'm here.
working hard too, you know.
I'm here too.
It's getting late, Miss March. Unlike you lot, I'm a grown-up bound by responsibilities and
Okay,
duties.
okay, Mr. Grown Up.
The
You're just
tasks
boring.
entrusted to me by the General won't
Just kidding.
complete themselves. By the way, Yanqing, is it normal to have so many people wandering around in an automated area like the Stargazer Navalia?
Actually, this is a restricted area. But since you're all guests, I made an exception, so you could take a look around.
I see.
I understand. Well, I'll take my leave. I wish you both the best of luck in the ring tomorrow.
So tomorrow, Jiaoqiu waves and then leaves. I still don't know why he was like, I talked to you guys because I was curious, but then he just kept talking.
Seriously? I just spent so much time thinking about my dream, but he didn't even ask me.
It's real, by the way. So real.
Now that we're done with our tour of the Sky Splitter, shall we continue with our training?
Why don't we take a day off?
What? You want to secretly practice swordplay by yourself? Dream on.
You know, cramming before a fight never works out. For some reason, seeing the Sky Splitter has boosted my confidence. So, I've decided to conserve my strength for tomorrow.
If you say so.
All right. I'll take you out of the Stargazer Navalia.
Okay, we're going back now. Leave Stargazer Navalia and return to the sword practicing area. Let's go!
Oh, just shut up, Red Fang. This is not a beast ship. I need some time to take care of things.
What?
You willingly donned the skin of a lowly beast to join this mission, dedicating yourself to our glorious cause. And now you're telling me you can't handle it? Do you realize how many ships we need?
This is suspicious.
I'm doing my best, all right? It takes time to figure all this out. When the guns go off tomorrow, all eyes will be on it. That'll be our only chance. How's that? Who's there?
What is it? What language is he speaking? I'm suspicious of him.
Who are you guys?
Yeah, like, I live here. Who are you guys? Xianqing's like, I don't recognize
An
you.
impromptu inspection. Why are there outsiders loitering in Stargazer Navalia? And a bunch of kids at that.
Out here trying to sound
Kids,
professional,
didn't
but
your parents ever tell you to stay away from the Stargazer Navalia? I know it's an automated facility, but it doesn't mean you can just break in and do what you want.
like, you don't know who we are, do you? Who are you calling kids?
First of all, I'm an adult. Second, I didn't just break in.
Yeah, we flew here on a star skiff. Like, whoosh.
Yun Li's face is like, I don't believe this kid. It's funny.
Well, I'm not trying to tell you off, but this place is off limits to the public, you know?
Big sis, let's go. I want to play in Everhunt Plains.
She's like, oh, we lying.
Everhunt Plains? Yeah, sure. Big Sis will take you there.
Shuha! You should have let me. Shh, the overhaul is done, and everything looks good. We should leave.
Suspicious, though. Still suspicious. Yanqing's like, I don't know about
Repeat what
that.
you just said, Yanqing?
What did I say?
Big sis, let's go. I want to play in Everhunt Plains.
Oh my gosh.
Come on. Can't you read the room? Something is definitely off about the three people we just met.
Yeah, anyone could see that. I just wanted to hear you say it again. That pink-haired fox tried to say something. I'm pretty sure he sensed something fishy. Since he's not familiar with this place, he just dropped us a hint. But you didn't seem to be paying attention at all.
I knew that from the beginning.
That Cloud Knight didn't recognize Master Yanqing?
That Cloud Knight didn't recognize Master Yanqing at all. That's really weird.
What? Is he famous on the Lavu or something? Not even the Cloud Knights on the Juming, who all know my glorious name, might recognize my face.
Oh, your glorious name, Yinli.
You have a point.
A Cloud Knight, a member from the Skyfaring Commission, and a craftsman. They're from various departments, and the reason for the overhaul seems legit. But one of them blurted out some weird language just now. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I'm like, what is he saying?
I have a feeling that if we secretly tail them, we'll definitely catch these guys in the act. Follow my lead, and be careful not to blow our cover.
Yes, let's follow. I wonder if I should change the team. I feel like I should have...
Never mind who they are. Let's just film them.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Take photo of the suspects plotting. During this mission, more conditions need to be met to complete the photo shoot. The required objectives are listed in the top left corner of the photo shoot interface. When all the photo shoot requirements are met, you can press the shutter to complete this shoot. Try to meet all the requirements if you can. And I need to get into 4. Okay.
We should have just killed those lowly beasts. Those
Lowly
little brats won't
beasts.
take up much space. There are boxes all over this place. Just dump them
So
into one.
they think
No one will
humans. I wonder
notice.
if I thought they were talking about Foxians at first, but I think they're just talking about human or human-esque species,
Cut
humanoid
the theatrics,
species.
Rulock. Even the slightest slip-up could interfere with Lord Moktok's plans.
So
Who's
where are we heading
Moktok?
next?
To check the freight skiffs. We've got a lot of preparations to do. Also, don't forget to take those crates with you. Weapons, supplies. We've got to be well prepared. Otherwise, we're screwed.
Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Are they smugglers? What exactly are they up to?
I have no clue, but they seem to be moving those crates. I've got an idea. We can hide inside the crates and follow them.
Is that a good idea? Because we could get ourselves into big trouble. Taking advantage of the temporary absence of the group, you cautiously approach a crate and crawl inside.
Ugh, so cramped in here.
I can hardly breathe.
Just hang in there.
You hear footsteps pacing back and forth beside the crate. If someone were to open the crate at that moment, they would certainly catch you in your ridiculous hiding position. Fortunately, that doesn't happen. Of course not. The floating mechanism at the bottom of the crate is activated. You feel it begins to drift slowly forward. After what feels like an entire Amber era of holding breath in silence, you heard the sound of the crate touching down.
Let's just put the cargo here for now, all right? Then we'll move on to inspect the ships. Lord Moktok said that as soon as we're done, we're to board the freight skiff and leave this place.
Don't worry, I've changed the shipping schedule. You two, come with me.
Is it just me? I keep smelling that stench of lowly beasts everywhere we go.
Don't be so paranoid.
The departing footsteps sound like a signal, prompting you to breathe a sigh of relief.
Looks like they're planning to escape on the skiffs in Stargazer Navalia. They keep talking about their plans, but where do they come from? And what do they want to do on the Xianzhou?
They're definitely up to something bad. Wait, they disappeared. Let's catch up to them.
Tread softly, breathe quietly, and make sure to keep an eye on them. Hide out of sight as soon as there's any sign of activity. Did he spot us? Quickly, hide! Watch out! They're on high alert!
I'm like not saying anything because I'm afraid they're gonna like hear me if I speak.
Don't be so paranoid. We're running out of time. Get over here! Shuhard, I'm coming!
Zhuhar.
They're leaving. We should catch up to them. Quickly! Watch out! They're on high alert!
Hiding, hiding, hiding.
Did he spot us? Quickly, hide!
I'm just gonna run after him and keep doing this because seems like the easiest way.
Watch out! They're on high alert!
Ah! Turn back around, buddy.
Did he spot us? Quickly, hide!
Sorry, Yancheng. I keep making you say these things. Oh,
Don't get too close, Miss March. He might spot you.
what?
What are they up to?
What is going
They're all
on?
wearing official
What just happened?
uniforms, but I'm pretty sure they're not members of the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, or the Cloud Knights. This is way too suspicious.
Never mind who they are. Let's just film them. That way, if they do anything bad, we'll have solid evidence against them.
I thought I did that, but
Look
alright.
at this. A freight star skiff with enough room to fit at least 20 of my men. I'll let the others know and have them prepare more star skiffs. Once we're past the checkpoint, there will be beast ships waiting for us.
Beast
Lord
ships.
Moktok is ready. The
wondering
revival
if
of
these
our
are
ancient
Borson,
bloodline
'cause they-
all hinges on this operation.
I mean, the way they talk and the way they're like, filthy beasts, I can smell them. Wonder if they're other Borson. I didn't know they could shapeshift though. Interesting.
What did he just say? Beast ships?
Who's there?
Hi.
It's those brats! I told you to get rid of them, but you didn't listen, you idiot!
Run.
Wipe them all
Oh
out.
gosh. Hi. Oh no. Oh no.
Skills
Adusa!
polished.
Die, you
Ready to
lowly
shine.
beasts!
Who should I make her master? They all do the same thing because of the fact that she's the only DPS here. We'll go eventually.
Master, have some tea.
I feel like it'll work.
No dirty trick. Watch your head.
May song bring us victory. The harmony will soon play in unison.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, let's get the break effect on.
Looks like I've got a winning hand.
We'll
The
have him
dice have
use
been cast. Bust.
his ultimate as well.
Or maybe I'll take it all.
Bust
You'll make for good practice.
or bust. Oh, let's use Robin now.
Souls shall embrace tonight. The stars echo because of me.
You've arrived,
Because
huh?
who doesn't love a good time of
Looks
dancing
like
and
I've got a winning
singing?
hand.
Better not underestimate me.
Speed up the enemies, because who cares about them, right? Oh, we'll get March to go. And then we can use her ultimate on this last guy.
Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, eating less carbs. Watch this!
She's like, killing with cuteness. I love it. She does seem like she'd be fun to play.
How is this possible? How did these Foxians change their appearances like that?
They're not Foxians at all. They revealed their true form. They're Borison, just like the bandits I defeated on the IPC ship.
Wait, that means...
The Borisin have infiltrated the Xianzhou.
Well, how did the Borisin manage to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
It's not just a simple disguise of wearing our clothing and shaving their whiskers. They're somehow able to alter their appearance to be indistinguishable from Foxians.
Yeah, that's what I thought was weird. It's like, I didn't know they could shapeshift, or is
They
it
even
like
have
a potion?
official IDs for the Skyfaring
Or
Commission,
something?
the Artisanship
Technology?
Commission, and even the Cloud Knights.
I wonder if they like
Let me check
attacked
this
these
fake
people.
Cloud Knight's tag. Maybe it'll give us some clues.
It's like, maybe they attacked people who had these IDs and then were able to take on their appearance because of that. Like, you know, knocked them out, stuffed them in a corner.
Blue June, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad? Wait!
What?
What's the matter?
I encountered a patrol officer named Lu Jun before. It was a few weeks ago when we were transporting the Borisin prisoners.
Yes, this guy. That was supposed to be a few weeks ago. For me, it was a few days ago, but you know. Yes, I remember thinking he was suspicious, though.
They can forge official identities and move around the Xianzhou without raising suspicion. Oh no, this is bad.
Because it's like you don't know who is who, right? You don't know
Even
who's a
worse.
Borisin or not.
If you find one cockroach on the express, it usually means...
There's a nest.
There are more Borisin hiding on the Xianzhou. I bet their plan is much bigger than just stealing information. We've got to report this to the Seat of Divine Foresight.
Let's go. Meanwhile, in the Seat of Divine Foresight, just in case you were wondering what was going on there. Oh yeah, are we gonna have like the trial for Jing Yuan? He's not guilty. He's just a guy. Okay, I'm Trailblazer now. Actually, I'm Dr. Ratio. Yeah, my one thing is I would play March 7th, but I have so many imaginary characters that like I can't build another one. Especially since there might be more coming in the future that I want. Ah, the generals, hello.
I am glad to finally meet you in person, guests from the Astral Express.
I was about to be like, where's
I'm
March?
Fei Xiao,
I'm so
the
stupid.
general of the Xianzhou Yaoqiu.
Yes, you are, ma'am. She's so cool looking. I've seen like her animations for her ultimate too, and she seems super cool. And when I saw her drip marketing, I was like, yes. But still, I'm still like, I need Jiaoqiu, and then I need a save because you know, I cannot pull for 2 characters back to back. It's so hard, especially when you're free to play.
Let me introduce our guest to you. The one dressed in green.
It's green. Is my
He's
favorite.
the reincarnation of Imbibitor Lune, and the person behind him is the newest member of the crew. I've heard a lot about
Okay, but his name is not Imbibitor Lune. His name is Don Hung.
Outside
Get
the
it
reports
right,
from the
lady.
Law
No.
Fu, the Skyfaring Commission of the Yaoqing has also gathered plenty of information about both of you. I've been eager to meet you face to face for reasons that I'm sure General Jing Yuan has explained.
Right? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, ma'am. Yeah, we're here to answer your questions as witnesses. I didn't say that very well, but you know.
That's right. But don't worry, this isn't a trial. I just want to have a chat with you and get a better understanding of the facts. According
If
to
you say
General
so.
Jing Yuan's report, the Ruin Legion is to blame for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, and all Arbiter Generals should pay attention to the Ruin Author's movements.
I would agree
Over
with that.
the years, the Destruction's minions have wreaked havoc on countless worlds, and the Alliance has been keeping an eye on them. But no one expected them to join hands with the remnants of the Abundance. The damage caused by the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was far less severe than expected, which is good news for us. However, it was quite different from the Ruin Legion's usual style of destroying life wherever they go.
I had to
While
fight
I
that
trust the
stupid
bravery
deer.
of the Divine Foresight and the Nameless, I'm curious about some details missing from the report. I'd like to take this chance to have an exchange with both of you.
Okay.
Let me be clear. The questions I'll ask might not reflect my actual thoughts. So please don't take offense if any of my questions seem a bit harsh.
I mean, it's good preface, because sometimes I
Please
can
go
get that
ahead,
impression.
General. But keep in mind, we can only answer based on what we know. And perhaps you already have the answers to your questions in your heart.
In her heart.
You have a clever tongue. I like it.
Oh, okay. It's kind of a weird way. Oh, not negotiations.
Merlin's claw is quite articulate. Right now, her intentions are unknown, and Jing Yuan wants us to be honest. Maybe I'll just stick to the facts we know.
Let's cut to the chase.
I mean, last time I did fine
Before
with this,
the crisis
so
struck,
hopefully
the
I'll do
Astral
fine
Express
again.
was guided here by a Stellaron hunter, a wanted felon, in an attempt to resolve the Stellaron crisis.
That's true.
However, everyone in the cosmos knows of the Stellaron hunter's reputation. So, why did you place so much trust in them? Could it be that some of you have a connection with them?
I mean, Kafka's my mom. Just kidding. It all comes down to the
Apart
Stellaron,
from
I'd
the
say.
Law Fu, there are many other worlds suffering from Stellaron corrosion. For example, Urilo 6, the world that the Express stopped at before reaching the Law Fu, was one of them.
To the Express, Stellarons act as roadblocks on the Silver Rail and pose risks to the warping process. And that's why dealing with Stellaron issues is part of the duty of the Nameless.
It's like, it didn't have anything to do with the fact that we trusted the Stellaron hunters. It was more of like, well, we should go just in case because Stellarons are so dangerous.
Ah, I've heard about those problems caused by Stellarons. The Express connects various worlds, so it makes sense for you to take care of this. The cosmos is a mess, and the Trailblazers are just doing their best to fix it. I understand.
She said her questions would seem harsh, but her answers seem kind of dismissive, so I
Let's
don't know
move
about
on
that.
to the next question. The reports suggest that Don Shu, the master of the disciples of
Don Shu,
Sanctus
this guy,
Medicus,
yeah.
colluded with the Lord Ravager and used the power of the Stellaron to resurrect the Ambrosial Arbor.
Maybe.
But here's the thing. Don Shu was just a chief alchemist. Even if she colluded with our enemies and summoned the Stellaron, how did she manage to bypass the Vidyadhara guards around the Ambrosial Arbor?
I've personally met Don Shu. That doesn't help at all. I don't... Wait, so what does she ask? So she's asking, how did she manage to bypass the Vidyadhara guards around the Ambrosial Arbor? Not gonna lie, I don't really remember. That was so far back. I don't think I should say that. Was it this one? The exile of Imbibitor Lunae is what led to this calamity?
If the Law Fu hadn't exiled
no.
Don Hung, leaving the Vidyadhara with no
Sorry, Don
leader,
Hung. I think I just
they
threw you
wouldn't
under
have
the
fallen
bus.
into chaos, and there wouldn't have been the opportunity to bring the Stellaron to the roots of the Arbor unnoticed.
I didn't realize that's what I was
Imbibitor
saying.
Lunae was exiled due to his own crimes. Now, Don Hung, as his reincarnation, is free from his sins. However, why did he risk trespassing on the Xianzhou Law Fu before his exile was lifted?
I was concerned about the safety of my companions, so I acted brazenly. I admit I was reckless at the time, but
But he returned despite everything. Now, let's consider the outcome. The Arbor was resurrected, and the Law Fu required a High Elder to repair the seal and suppress the Plague Mark. It's hard not to think about the stakes involved, right?
Should I have talked about the preceptors of the Law Fu? Because I didn't really know what that meant. I didn't understand what that was supposed to be saying.
According to the report, Lord Ravager Fantilia is the mastermind behind the entire conspiracy. She disguised herself as an ambassador of the Skyfaring Commission and traveled with you, only to vanish without a trace later on. It seems too convenient to label her as a scapegoat.
Therefore, trying to deceive her is probably not a good idea. Okay, at first I thought it was because they tried to deceive her, and I was like, I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, this is this last round. Will I have to do it again? Fu Xuan, the Master Diviner, witnessed everything firsthand. Fentilia is a heliobus. Fentilia was eager to obtain the power of the Ambrosial Arbor. I don't understand what I'm supposed to say, though. Sorry, guys. Just watch me go back and forth on 3 different answers, because I don't understand what they want me to say. And because the quest at this point for me was so long ago, it's like, I don't really remember everything that happened, and I don't understand which answer is going to lead to which outcome. It seems too convenient to label her as a scapegoat. I feel like the first or second one has to be what I have to say.
Back then, we were working with Diviner Fu, and she also witnessed Fantilia's true form. You're not going to doubt one of your own people, are you?
Of course not. We can trust the testimony of Master Diviner Fu Xuan. However, even if she saw it with her own eyes, we can't completely rule out the possibility that she might have been deceived. After all, it's suspicious how the culprit just bizarrely vanished.
Okay, well, they consider that successful.
Oh. It seems that your answers have addressed all my questions. Generals,
What was that
I'm
angle?
finished with my questioning.
So, what do you think, General Fei Shao? Have the doubts in the report been cleared up?
The 2 nameless have been honest in their answers. Even though there are some tricky details, my intuition tells me there is nothing wrong. However, the 3 questions I posed earlier were not just for the nameless, but for you too, General Jing Yuan. First, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus grew uninterrupted on the Law Fu, yet the 6 charioteers were not aware of it. That was a dereliction of duty. Second,
maybe.
You believed in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy and entrusted outsiders to solve the crisis, even granting them access to the Plague Mark. That was a dereliction of responsibility.
I mean,
Third, you insist on holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, putting the Lawfu back in the spotlight. That is a dereliction of wisdom.
are you done yet?
Merlin's Claw. Is this your line of thinking? Or the 10 Lords?
From the moment I walked in, I made it clear that the questions I'd ask might not reflect my actual thoughts.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were deeply rooted and had been plotting for a long time. I admit it was my negligence for not noticing it earlier. As for the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy, I didn't believe all of it, but in the end, the Law Fu did survive the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. So, I think it's safe to say that Elio's prophecy about the future holds some merit.
I mean, it's like, everyone's like, oh, you know the reputation of the Stellaron Hunters, why'd you trust them? It's like, yeah, but they're not always going to lie, surely. Like, maybe sometimes they'll lie to get their way, but sometimes they'll probably also tell the truth to get their way, so...
And as for the war dance, do you think I'm unaware of the risks? However, risks can also be opportunities. The Law Fu has lain low for too long. I believe it's time to stir up the dregs hidden in the depths and wash them away once and for all.
Just as I expected from our sophisticated divine foresight. You have a way with words. I like it.
I like it too. Jingy Wen was my first limited 5-star. I know he was like the second banner anyway, so that's probably not very nostalgic, but you know, my first main, essentially, the first person I was like, I need this person.
But, unfortunately,
so I appreciate
ever
him a
since
lot.
the report was submitted, the Alliance has been filled with rumors and speculation. Even within the Law Fu, there are people accusing you of neglecting your duties, resulting in the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
So what are your thoughts on all of this, General Fei Shao?
Stop
As a
talking.
fellow Arbiter General, I fully understand the difficulties
Stop
of
talking
this
about what
position.
other people are saying. Tell me what you're saying.
Personally, I think all these rumors are meaningless drivel. Across the sea of stars, the divine foresight knows better than anyone else what happened on the Luofu and the meaning behind it. Just as what happened on the Xianzhou Yaoqing recently.
Oh, and what's that mean?
You mean the Xianzhou Yaoqing is also...
The scouts of the Verdant Knights have sent back reports that Borisin are making trouble again.
Oh no.
The Borisin packs that were once divided and scattered have started swallowing each other up, forming larger and larger packs.
Interesting.
Moreover, there's an entity named Mongus behind it all.
Mongas? I'm just kidding.
An entity?
According to the report, this entity isn't actually a Borisin. It's a woman claiming to be the messenger of the Master of Immortality.
Interesting.
She's described as having 12 faces and 12 pairs of fangs, as cruel as poison and as elusive as quicksand. The Borisin believe she'll give them a chance to rise again.
That's Ventilia.
Oh, she's back.
That's right. You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the Patina Justice or the Seer Strategist, this conversation might not be so friendly.
So we have Youwu and Yaoguang, which I don't think we've heard of them. Because I know at one point we got like a little glimpse into the future characters of the Xianzhou. But I don't know if Youwu or Yaoguang were mentioned.
I've always had faith in my instincts, so I don't
They could
doubt
just
your
be
good
NPCs
intentions.
as well.
But the Alliance has its fair share of questions and doubts about the Luofu. So, my plan is to come up with an acceptable answer to satisfy the Alliance.
What's in this plan, General Fei Shao?
Gotta do what you gotta do.
General Jing Yuan, you already know what has to be done. But since you don't want to be the bad guy, I'll take care of it for you. You need the final word from the Ten Lords Commission to quell any doubts.
Alright.
And for that, I'll have to ask the two Nameless to visit the Shackling prison.
Ooh.
No, I'm not
what did I say?
imprisoning you.
Okay.
While you're there, I'll ask a judge in the Ten Lords Commission's Interrogation Division to record a detailed testimony with the karmic mirror from both of you. We'll fill in the gaps that weren't covered in the report and silence any protests within the Alliance.
I know Shui Yi works with the Ten Lords Commission. I forget if Hanya does too.
I'm okay with that.
Me too.
Your willingness to help is truly heartwarming, youngsters.
Thank you, Grandpa.
Then, as the Merlin's Claw requests...
Oh, there's one more thing. This testimony is for silencing the voices of opposition within the Alliance, but I would like to urge General Jing Yuan to listen to the pleas of the Foxians on the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
So, you are here for Hule.
Exactly. Hule is locked up in the Luofu's Shackling prison. Since he is the broodlord of the Borisin, I want to transfer him onto the Xianzhou Yaoqing and imprison him there. The recent movements of the Borisin suggest they're planning something big, so we must act preemptively.
I see. So it's kind of like we're on one side of this story, we got Yenqing, Yunli, and March observing the Borisin, so they're gonna go after them. And then on the other side of the story, we have the three generals, and then Trailblazer and Don Hung now learning more about the Borisins and their presence here, so we're gonna go after them as well.
It
Probably gonna
makes
meet up in
sense
the
to
middle
have the
somewhere.
Foxians keep an eye on their arch-nemesis. Since you trust my judgment, I'll repay that trust. What do you think about all this, General Huayan?
I think it's kind of funny that the Borisin and Foxians, I guess, are arch nemesis. Nemesis. It's kind of funny. I don't know. The dogs are fighting.
I was worried this would turn into a heated argument, but it seems like both of you are on the same page, solving each other's problems. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
And as for Hule, I'll send my lieutenants Jiaoqiu and Moza to check on his condition in
they're saying
prison and ready
Moza.
him for transport.
Moza?
If
Okay.
there are no more questions, shall we get this started?
Alrighty. We'll probably go there and do like a cutscene or two, and then we'll call it for today. It's like, I always think I'm gonna go longer than like an hour and a half-ish, but then I'm like, after I reach an hour and a half, I'm like, alright, I've had enough reading for one day. Alright. Jing Yuan.
I'm really sorry about all this. But the testimony in the shackling prison won't take up much of your time. I'll call for a messenger to take you to the interrogation division. You just need to give your testimony, and then you can head back. So no need to worry.
Oh, his voice. He's like so... He's so
As
sweet.
you wish, General.
Let's get going. He's so kind. Appearing only when he is needed. Do you think Moza just like... Sometime later, a star skiff carries you and Don Hung to a place that looks strikingly familiar. I'll say, is Moza just like hidden and then all of a
As
sudden
General
he'll
Jing
pop
Yuan
up?
requested, everything is prepared for your arrival, and I am here to receive you. The judges at the interrogation division also know your purpose in coming.
Okay. You have pointy ears. I think you are a Vidyadhara. Anyway, bye-bye. The shackling prison. Ooh. Fei Xiao. Fei Xiao. Fei Xiao?
The shackling prison. I didn't expect to be back here after all these years.
Aww.
Don Hung.
Aww.
Don't worry about me.
This guy's like, who are you people?
If you're ready, I'll open the gate for you.
He's like, I don't care about your trauma. This is the entrance to the shackling prison?
This is one of many entrances used for temporary access. Since you're not actual prisoners, it makes sense for you to use this entrance. Please come on in, dear guests.
We're ready to go in. But I'm also kind of scared. Kind of scared. Go to the shackling prison's watchtower. I could sprint, or I could walk. I could run slowly, so y'all have to put up with it. It's big. It's spooky. Remind me never to get arrested, guys. I don't want to end up here. Oh, Jiaoqiu and Moza. Is he like smirking or is he like, hello? He's looking at a pest. Me.
The shackling prison on the Luofu is completely different from the one on the Yaoqing. It's completely underwater.
Okay, well, nobody asked, Moza. Nobody asked.
Still thinking about your old jailbreak tricks, huh? Forget it. You're free now.
Now?
Just don't do anything stupid, or the judges will throw you back in there and lock you up for a few hundred years.
So I guess Moza used to be a prisoner. That's what this was all about, huh? Alright.
Taking Hule back to the Yaoqing means a lot to the Foxians on the ship, and to the General herself. So stay alert.
So, is the Yaoqing... Does the Yaoqing have more Foxians than the Luofu? Maybe because Fei Xiao is the general of the Yaoqing? I don't know. That's what it sounds like. I mean, Moza's not a Foxian.
Guests, my name is Shui Yi, and I'm here on orders from the Incarceration Division of the Ten Lords Commission.
Shui Yi.
We're Jiaoqiu and Moza.
Moza.
General Fei Xiao sent us to extradite the Borisin criminal Hule to the Yaoqing.
The boys. Everyone says his name differently. I was saying Moza, and I thought I knew I wasn't correct, but I thought it was close. And then they're like Moza, and then this guy was like Moza. Anyway, doesn't matter. If you don't speak Chinese, Chinese is hard to pronounce.
We're here to inspect
right?
the conditions of his imprisonment and make preparations for the handover and transportation. I assume you've been briefed, Your Honor.
Your visit request has been approved. I'll be your guide for this trip.
Alrighty. Oh, do we get to be them?
Prisoner Hule, the warhead and brood lord of the Borisin Abominations of Abundance, and
Little
the arch nemesis of the
lot of
Foxians,
bees.
is responsible for 2,123 wars of aggression and countless associated crimes.
So he's kind of a bad guy, huh?
Due to his heinous acts, he has been imprisoned in the depths of the shackling prison and subjected to the punishment of the Forest of Swords until the end of time. He shall never be pardoned.
No need to repeat his crimes and sentence, Your Honor. He is the greatest enemy of us Foxians. The stories of his atrocities are used to terrify our children.
Oh,
I'm
why
well
would you do
aware
that?
of every crime he's committed. Let's move on to the next step.
Do you tell these stories to your children just to terrify them?
When it comes
Like,
to
what?
visiting criminals, there are rules in place to ensure your safety. I know you've heard legends about Hule since you were children, but your knowledge about him is likely very limited. Only the judges of the Ten Lords Commission truly know what kind of abomination is locked up at the bottom of the Shackling prison. It has been centuries since Jiaoqiu, the former sword champion of the Luofu, captured Hule.
So she
And
is the
during
one
all
who
those
captured
years,
him.
we
I
never
see.
provided him with any food. Yet he somehow managed to stay alive.
That's
It defies
great.
all the documented physical characteristics of the Borison. The Forest of Swords, forged by the Punishment Division, is a device of intense torment, used to execute sinful abominations. Most Borison die within 3 days in the forest, but Hule is different. Every time the blades pierce him, his body instantly heals. Despite the brutal punishment, he somehow manages to survive. The complex rules are there because of his abnormal characteristics. Do you understand now?
I apologize for any offense caused. Please continue, Your Honor.
Jiaoqiu is definitely the kind of guy to like correct you because he already knows something, and then you're like, well, actually, I told you because of this reason. He's like, oh, okay, my bad.
I've given you the instructions regarding Hule's visitation. Please make sure you read them carefully.
I will. Well, oh, okay. I was like, do I get to read them or do they get to read them? Okay. Prisoner Hule. Summary of crimes. The Borison Warhead, a dozen of abundance. Accountable for numerous acts of invasions and associated war crimes. Accountable for the long-term enslavement of Foxians and utilizing their blood for alchemical purposes. That's kind of creepy. Detention method. This prisoner must be subjugated to the punishment of the Forest of Swords and never be pardoned. They must be transferred to different locations on a regular basis. Their shackles must be checked for sturdiness during the transfer, and the air filters in their new cell must be intact and functional. Notes. Number 1. The confinement of this prisoner is the foundation of the alliance between the Xianshou and the Foxians. Any individuals objecting to the sentence should be punished for sowing discord. Number 2. Anyone who contacts or converses with this prisoner must take poison-proof pellets or wear a breathing mask equipped with a filter cartridge to counteract the effects of lupitoxin. Number 3. The prisoner's place of detention must be changed on a yearly basis, and the new location must remain unknown to individuals below the rank of Cloud Knight, Lieutenant, or Judge. Number 4. Do not mention Jing Liu when conversing with this prisoner. It must be a sore spot for him.
And please, take this pellet before proceeding.
Okay, shut up.
Then you won't be allowed to visit Hule.
I'm too cool for supplements.
Just swallow it already.
Oh.
Hule is like all Borison. He can release a pheromone called lupitoxin that induces fear.
Moses out here probably like, I don't feel fear. Poisons have no effect on me. Like, alright, shut up, boy. Take your pill.
Thousands of years ago, we Foxians were enslaved by the Borison. Not because we were naturally weaker, but because of their lupitoxin. This pill is for our own mental well-being.
Reluctantly takes the pill.
I knew you were a reasonable person. Now that we've taken the medicine, let's proceed.
I just noticed, like, when he was talking the other time, he has, like, a huge scar on his arm. Like, bro, what? Bro, what? Taking a stroll. Oh, he's sniffing again. Tainari core.
Your Honor.
Oh no. Oh no.
What is it?
No. Never mind. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Let's keep moving.
No. Don't say that. Trust your instincts, bro. He thinks they're all Borison, doesn't he? No. Nar.
Here we are.
Oh.
Her Honor hasn't arrived yet. Please wait a moment.
Take a walk around and wait for the escorting judge's arrival. You know what? I think we will do that tomorrow. Because it's already been about an hour and 20 minutes, so... so yeah, that's been part 3 of me playing through this quest. It's kind of long. I mean, if I played for 2 hours at a time, we'd probably get further along, but I kind of can only bear recording an hour and a half at a time-ish. So, if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next video, which I should be recording it tomorrow. So, yeah, goodbye.